going from independent contributor into managing teams, or do you know somebody who has to transition? If you've ever transitioned, we all know that there is no clear roadmap and there's not always a class to take that's going to help us or a checklist that we need to go down in order to be an effective leader as we transition from managing just ourselves into managing teams. So we have an event that's going to be coming up August the 23rd. It's going to be with Furman University, working with the Center for Innovative Leadership. And before we get into all the details of the event, I want to share this conversation. And so today we're going to be talking with Traci Costa with ATHENA International. And we're also going to be talking with Garrett Stern, who leads the Center for Innovative Leadership at Furman University. And I love what Traci brings to the table. And Traci and I have recently met. We have collaborated. And what I have learned is there are a lot of amazing tools that are already available to us. And if we collaborate with other people, even bigger, better things can happen. And so Traci and I talk about that today. We also talk about her ATHENA International work and what she's doing globally with women in leadership. And then finally, Garrett is going to share what's going on with Furman University and the Center for Innovative Leadership. And just a quick debrief of what the upcoming event is. It's on Wednesday, August the 23rd. It's going to be from 12 to 1, an open streaming lunch and learn session. And then we're going to move into a closed door session from 1 to 4. And if anybody's ever worked with me before, you know that I like to take lots of ideas and then synthesize it down into a tangible, actionable plan. And so when we go before the closed doors, we're going to go in there and we're going to take all these different ideas and we're going to break it down and we're going to create an action plan. So you can go from an independent contributor into managing teams. And each one is probably going to be tailored a little bit different because everybody in the room is going to have different needs and different opportunities in front of them. And I look forward to being able to share that. I look forward to sharing my 20 plus years in corporate and some of the mistakes I've made along the way and some of the wins that I've had along the way. And if I can pay it forward, that's what I'm here to do because I have had countless people pour into me and it's my turn to give back. So stay tuned. Here's the conversation with Traci Costa with ATHENA International. Feel free to check her out, her organization out, as well with Garrett Stern with Furman University. Thanks for being here. Are you or do you know someone who is going from independent contributor into managing teams? I know that when we transition, sometimes we tend to maybe micromanage because nobody's really taught us how to manage the team when we are used to just managing ourselves. So we have an event coming up on August the 23rd. Before we get to the details of the event, I would like to introduce Traci Costa and Garrett Stern. And before we get into the event, Traci, tell me a little bit about you and the work that you're doing with ATHENA International.
Yes. My name is Traci Costa, President and CEO of ATHENA International, as you said. And I've actually been with the organization a little less than 2 years in this role, but prior, since 2018 on the board. We're a catalyst for developing diverse, transformative leaders who ignite, amplify, and elevate women leaders and girls from around the world. And we have extensive leadership training from middle school all the way through seasoned professionals and women that are incarcerated and formerly incarcerated as well. It's just life-changing. And we've honored in the last 40 years since our founding over nearly 8,000 ATHENA Leadership Awards, both locally, nationally, and globally.
Fantastic. Congratulations. I loved getting to learn more about you at the SHE conference that was in Sumter, South Carolina. You were on stage. I was like, oh man, this is fantastic. And then we connected afterwards.
I know.
And, the conversations have been fantastic. You got to see me on stage. I got to see you on stage.
Yes,
I was like, well, this is great. And then we're going to do a few things together. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, you're an incredible speaker. The keynote address that you delivered at Sumter's She Shines Symposium was very inspiring and incredible takeaways, tangible takeaways for, I think, anyone and everyone that was in attendance there. And I was inspired by you, and I was like, oh, I've got to bring this person into ATHENA International and find a way to collaborate. And I'm really excited about the workshop that you're going to be delivering to our our past participant alumni and anyone else that wants to attend on the 28th of September. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Where do people learn more about the work that you're doing, Traci?
Just visit our website at www.athenainternational.org, and we're getting ready to ramp it up. We've got just finished some rebranding, and we're updating all our materials with the new logo and colors, and we'll be updating our website and bringing it out of the century that it's in, and bringing it forward. I'm really excited about where we're going with Athena International.
Fantastic. And I have to make a plug. We met at this event. I met some other women that were in the room. I ended up having a lady reached out to me. She had some questions. She said, "Hey, can we bounce some ideas?" And we did. And we took a lot of ideas, me and this other lady, we took a lot of ideas she had in her head. We zeroed it in. And she said, for me to excel at work, I've got to figure out a way to give back into the community, because she was part of the community partnership. And so just listening to her, she was like, "Oh, I got to develop this program for the middle school, because there's a gap for middle school learning. We have it covered for high school." And as we're talking, I said, "Well, what if you don't have to build it? What if you could just use and collaborate with someone else?" And so then that's when we reached out to you, Traci. And so beautiful things happen when we all come together and we don't have to build stuff from scratch. And so then you guys took it, and I'm excited to see that some of the leadership work that you're going to be doing is going to be plugged in at that middle school level, which are just hard years anyway.
Oh,
so
gosh. Yeah. Some of the most difficult years, when I first launched the Women's Leadership Institute at a college up in Michigan, we took our college students through it, and then we had them mentor middle school and high school students from underserved and disadvantaged communities. And we had girls coming out of that program, and their parents were emailing me and calling me saying, "My daughter's showing up different. She's looking people in the eyes. She's talking about leadership training she would have never, or leadership roles that she would have never considered before. She's talking about authenticity and worthiness, and is more confident than she's ever been in her whole life." And it's such a pivotal age. And then to partner with Darlene and bring in the financial literacy piece is going to be, I think, an incredible component to this collaboration. And we are so much stronger together. And I had that same experience when why reinvent the wheel when there's something, out there that it's already proven and already making an impact in the world.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that evolves. And I love that we can pour into all ages. It doesn't have to be, postgraduate from college and masters and everything else. We can pour into the youth even before. And so you hit all the age brackets, and you're covering leadership globally, which I love. For folks that may not be familiar with me, I'm facilitating this talk on August 23rd. For those who may be on the fence, what would you maybe recommend to them, Traci?
Oh my goodness, come with an open mind and an open heart, and be receptive to the tools and knowledge that you're going to be giving them. You're and like I said before, an incredibly inspirational speaker. And the thing that I was most impressed by you at the She Shines was the actual tangible takeaways, the step-by-steps that you can give them for improving themselves and giving them additional tools in their toolbox.
Yeah, I love a practical application, and I love to be able to implement things. So I appreciate that.
You're a master. You're a master at it.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate it. Garrett, tell me a little bit about the work that you are doing with the Center for Innovative Leadership at Furman University.
Absolutely. Well, first off, it's an honor to be in the room with both of you. The virtual room that we're in here, it's been great to just listen to the work that you guys have already done together. It gets me even more excited about the event that we're doing. So I run our Center for Innovative Leadership at Furman University, where our goal is to transform communities by cultivating leaders and innovators. And we do that through leadership development programs, through building community, through doing innovation sprints, helping organizations think differently about how they do things, and individuals think about that And so Catherine's kicking off our women's leadership speaker series that we're running this year. We're really excited to have her. We're doing a open to the public lunch and learn. So we have 40 seats that are available for that. And, you can stream in if you don't want to drive up to Greenville, but we encourage you to. And then we'll be doing an add-on workshop at the end of that. That'll be a paid closed door session, but you'll get some really great takeaways, get 3 hours of Catherine's time, and hopefully build a great network together. So we can't wait to have you here.
Yeah, building those connections are priceless. And Garrett, you've done this kind of work before, is that right?
I have, yep. I was up at University of Richmond in Richmond, Virginia, for close to 10 years doing professional education in the Richmond community. So I'm really excited to be doing this work in a different place and being able to collaborate with such great people.
Awesome. And then Traci, I can't help but make that plug. When we were talking before we hit record, you said you've been to Furman a few times.
I have.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was the founding head volleyball coach at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. And when the college was going from, the university was going from NAIA to NC2A Division I, we ended up playing Furman quite a few times. Beautiful campus. Absolutely beautiful campus.
Hopefully we can have you up here.
I would love that. I would love that. I'll definitely be coming through there several times in the next year because I'm a digital nomad now. I travel around to all of our communities. So I'll definitely swing by. Excellent.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right. Thank you both for being here. We are going to be having an event on August the 23rd. It's a Wednesday. It will be with Furman University Center for Innovative Leadership. It will be at their downtown Greenville location at the Canal Building. And from 12 to 1 will be a lunch and learn open door streaming session. From 1 to 4, we're going to do a closed door session, and we're going to take all of the information that's out there, much like what Traci and some of the other folks have shared with us with these other conversations. We're going to take all this information and we are going to whittle it down into a tangible, actionable plan. So if you are going from managing just yourself into managing teams, and you're figuring out, how do I navigate? How do I get to the other side? How do I even begin to delegate and let go so I can continue to grow myself and grow my team? This is the place that you want to be. And if you want to learn more, Garrett, what is the website? Do you mind sharing that?
You can check us out on our website at furman.edu/CIL. We'll also have a link below that connects to the Eventbrite. If you're just ready to sign up, you can click on that. And if you want to email me, you can just email us at cil@furman.edu. So look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more, you've got Garrett's information. My name is Catherine Cantey, and my website is catherinecantey.com. Feel free to reach out to me. If you have any questions for me, for Garrett, for Traci, I will be happy to connect you, because I feel that when we collaborate together, we can build even better, bigger things. So thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Catherine. Great to be here.
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you for being here and getting to learn from Traci Costa and Garrett Stern. We are super excited about the event that we have coming up. We actually have a number of events coming up. The Furman event that's coming up is going to be on August the 23rd on Wednesday. It's going to kick off at noon at Furman University, downtown Greenville. It will be streaming, so if you can't make it there, but it'll be in the Canal Building, downtown Greenville, South Carolina, from 12 to 1. And then we're going to do a closed door session from 1 to 4. And we're going to take all these topics that we're going to be learning, and we're going to break everything down. And by 4 o'clock, you should have an actionable plan to hit the ground running. This is here to support people that are going from independent contributor into managing teams. There's not always a clear roadmap, and sometimes we've got to learn some best practices and figure out what we want to test and what do we want to try in order to be successful. And the goal is to give you that plan at the end that is actually tailored to fit your unique needs so you can hit the ground running. If you have any questions, you want to learn more about this, feel free to reach out to me at catherinecantey.com. Look at the links below. If I can connect you with any of these talented folks, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here.